Hey everyone, I'm Piet Levy, music writer for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. We're here at weekend 2 of Summerfest, just about to wrap up. Here with some of our music writers, Cal Roach, Damon Joy, and Katherine Joswick, talking about the best and worst of Summerfest this weekend. It's a different vibe. It's definitely much more crowded this weekend than it was last weekend. But Cal, this is your first time at Summerfest since 2019.
Indeed.
What have been your impressions of Summerfest during the pandemic era?
Yeah, it's definitely less crowded than you would think on a normal year, but at the same time it feels like a healthy number of people here. And actually Thursday especially, I was surprised. In the early evening, kind of getting on to like headliner time at the amphitheater, it was really crowded in here, but I heard it wasn't as crowded last week, so maybe I was just biased because of that, but who knows.
Sure.
Either way, it's been nice.
Yeah, definitely more crowd this year. The Thursday throwback promotion, half-off drink deals, that always brings them in, even during a pandemic. What's been your favorite thing you've seen so far this year, Cal?
So far, my favorite thing has been Ani DeFranco. She played on Thursday night, and I don't know, she's still just, even her new stuff, it's getting a little mellower, both politically and kind of musically as well, but this band that she's got right now has got a great rhythm section, and they really bring stuff alive. And she's still really putting together words and music in a way that is distinctly her and still fresh and still bringing new perspectives. I'm super impressed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What were you not impressed with? What's been the worst so far?
I got to go with Coheed and Cambria on that. I really like a lot of prog and metal type of stuff, and those aspects of the show were actually quite impressive. Claudio Sanchez, the mastermind of the band, you know, no one could doubt his vision, his ability to play, but some of the new poppier songs, it's really like being almost ambushed by like an NFL commercial or something for the length of a song, and it doesn't work. I don't know.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, Katherine, you were here last weekend. For weekend 2, what has been the best thing you've seen?
Well, I would have to say the Lindsey Stirling concert. I mean, she had it all. She had costumes, she played the violin just like a mad woman. It was great. She had, a fog machine, colored lights, visuals. It was just the whole package, backup dancers. So I would have to say that was the most impressive show. George Thorogood and the Destroyers was a very close second. At 71, that man could still play slide guitar, a mean slide guitar, so that was my next favorite.
Cool,
so,
very cool.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. I got to see some really great shows this week, so it was very hard to pick best and worst, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, what was since you saw so many good shows, was there anything that was bad that you saw?
Well, I wouldn't say bad, but Jade Bird was slightly disappointing simply because I think the audio and the vocal levels were turned up very high. She's got a great stage presence. She was really captivating her audience. She's 23, and I could see her really making a big name for herself in the next couple of years. And she has strong vocals. They sounded kind of muddled with the audio levels being turned up as high as they were, probably through no fault of her own. So
Yeah. The same thing happened for Gabby Barrett this week too. I mean, she's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Couldn't hear her over the band for like half the set. That really stink. Damon, what was the best stuff that you've seen for week 2 of Summerfest?
I gotta say Nelly and G-Eazy.
Okay.
I'll put them, I hate to say it, almost even. Performance-wise, they're both vets at it. They're great. Nelly obviously been doing it a lot longer. Nelly coming off that Dancing with the Stars thing, he's got a much bigger crowd, obviously, but and a more, every age of person you could think about was at that show. It was full, like one of the only full shows I've seen so far. And G-Eazy, he every time he comes here, he just brings it. He does that sex appeal thing that everybody goes crazy for. Leather's a little much, but other than that, you wouldn't think he could perform like that, but he does it, and it was really, really good.
Awesome, very cool. What have you not liked?
The only thing I haven't really liked, besides Shaq, by the way, who did respond to me on Instagram, which we can talk about later, but
off camera.
Besides Shaq, I gotta say Young Blue. Kid's a star. He's up and coming. He's gonna be great one day, but right now, rapping over your lyrics, not doing anything at all, just standing there and 15 people on stage, like he just got to work around some of his little hiccups. other than that, like he's really gonna be somebody one day. He's got to work on it. His stage presence, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's been no stages for him to perform on since he broke out. Really.
Really, yeah. This is really like one of his first. So he just needs some work. But
yeah,
he's gonna do it. He's gonna be big.
All right, cool. Yeah. We'll keep an eye out for Young Blue. My least favorite thing was Jordan McGraw, who is Dr. Phil's son, who's also like an aspiring pop artist, and he's tight with the Joe Bros. He was a last-minute addition for the Jonas Brothers set on Wednesday. They literally announced it like 2 hours before showtime. As a result, this other singer, Spencer Sutherland, who's got this kind of Harry Styles vibe going, who's actually quite good, he was forced to play at 6:30 for an empty amphitheater. The show suddenly moved up a half hour early. So that kind of stank for Sutherland. It stank for people because McGraw was pretty bad. He has this really annoying pop punk song called McConaughey. So not only is it gimmicky because it's pop punk, it's gimmicky because it's all about Matthew McConaughey. Not a fan. But best show, also in the amphitheater, has got to be Chris Stapleton. He played Thursday, just incredibly soulful voice, amazing songwriting. He just got nominated for 5 CMA Awards that morning, so he's probably, riding on some good high right there. Really great, exceptional backing band, which included his wife Morgan and Phil Franklin, a steel guitar legend was in the band, so it sounded really good. And for the people who always want to hear Freebird at a concert, he did Freebird, and it ruled. So that was really good. So that wraps it up for our chat about weekend 2 for Summerfest. You can find out a lot more Summerfest coverage at jsonline.com/Summerfest, and we'll be back for week 3. Thanks for watching.